Hello there, welcome to China.org.cn's Belt and Road Initiative interview. Today we have the great honor to talk to Mr. Dennis Nkala. He's the regional coordinator of UN Office for SouthSouth Cooperation in Asia Pacific. Welcome, sir. Thank you very much for accepting our interview today. As we know, since you are the regional coordinator, from your own perspective, sir, how do you see the relations between Belt and Road Initiative and South-South Cooperation?
Well, thank you very much. South-South Cooperation is a relationship between developing countries, and what has happened is that China has offered the Belt and Road Initiative partly for developing countries. And so in as much as it relates to developing countries, it actually becomes South-South Cooperation. A number of initiatives have sprung up under the Belt and Road Initiative, which are implemented between China and developing countries. And to us, that is South-South Cooperation. To specifically mention one such initiative, it is the Maritime Alliance of Cities. With this project, we have got MOFCOM, the Ministry of Commerce of the People's Republic of China, and the UN Office for South-South Cooperation working together to bring mayors and senior officials from cities along the maritime route. And the purpose is that where these cities have addressed issues relating to the growth of cities, provision of jobs for the youth, mitigating climate change, providing public services, and as we saw someday on issues related to management of data for development, these people can come together and share their experiences. And in cases where one city has already adopted and implemented a certain level of technology or methodology, they can just share with the others, and you don't have to go back to the source of the technology to procure it. And so for us, that is very tangible South-South Cooperation, which is already happening under the Belt and Road Initiative.
Thank you, sir. As we heard earlier at your presentation, this year we'll have this South-South exhibition, right? So can you share some information about that expo to our audience and readers?
Since 2008, at the request of the member states of the United Nations, we've been convening a global South-South Expo. The global South-South Expo is a forum whereby member states, private sector, NGOs, and United Nations organizations all come together to share their development experiences. Each year we choose a specific theme, and the participation is related to that theme. Last year we had our expo in Dubai in November. It was the first time that we actually held it at a developing country. It was hosted by a developing country. This year it's going to be in Antalya, in Turkey, on the 27th to the 30th of November. And its theme is mainly to prepare for the 40th anniversary of the Buenos Aires Plan of Action for Cooperation among Developing Countries. And in that regard, it will explore the challenges that we're facing in the economy, in the environment, in social sectors, across the board. And so people will be coming up with their solutions on how we can tackle these problems going into this 40th anniversary. The other thing that I can say about this is we have various forums that will be discussing specific issues, and as well as parallel exhibitions. So let's say, for example, the government of People's Republic of China is participating. They can participate in the forums, or they can have an exhibition on what China is doing, maybe in the area of poverty reduction. And so this is one forum that we're very proud of, because it's an advocacy for South-South cooperation, but it also tells people what is there for other countries to look at, and if they are interested, they can pursue it with a government of China or government of another country, so that they can learn a little bit more and try to adapt to their own countries.
I see, sir. As you earlier mentioned, South-South Cooperation Office will work with the MOFCOM to initiate the Alliance of City project. So can you elaborate more on that project, how it's going to work, and what's the mechanism behind it?
Right. So basically this project then is focused at the leaders of cities. So as you know, that Asia is having a tremendous growth in terms of mega cities, but the same thing is happening to a lesser extent in Africa as well. And what we are trying to do with this project is there's a lot of learning that can take place between the cities. And so the forum for that we're going to use is that every year we're going to have a big conference of mayors. And during that conference, each mayor is going to bring the innovations that they've done in their cities. It can be green growth in their country. It could be how they've improved public service delivery. However, after sharing that information, there may be another city that is interested in doing something similar. And the departure from what we've done in the past, I think, is that we are actually going to provide resources for follow-up. So, for example, if a mayor from another country wants to go to another continent to study what is happening, we will actually facilitate that. Or alternatively, they can ask for somebody to come from another country to their own city to help them with the innovation that has taken place. And so that will enable them to actually follow up on discussions, so that we just don't end with the discussion only.
Sounds terrific, sir. Good luck with the project. We are, as the official website, the Belt and Road Initiative website on the china.org.cn, we are just launching our websites in different languages like English, Chinese, facing audiences home and abroad. So can you say a few words to our website and to our audiences?
As the UN, we work with a lot of countries, but we are aware of the big interest of the people that we work with in the Belt and Road Initiative. And so as much as possible, when we work with you, we are responding to what our partners want us to assist them with. And in the past, we have had requests, for example, from the region of how can we work with the Belt and Road Initiative. Some people come with very specific areas. I've had a forum where they were saying, can we work on technology with the Belt and Road Initiative? And so what I can say is, first of all, we as the UN Office for South-South Cooperation are already a partner with you, not only in the initiative I mentioned of the cities, but in a lot of other ways, including climate change as well. And secondly, I would like to say, as much as possible, we would like to support the other UN agencies and the other institutions that are also looking to build up and work with you. And I wish you all the luck in terms of moving forward with the program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you again for accepting our interview today. On behalf of all staff members and audience and readers, we wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.